Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned card maker, you need this layout in your toolkit. Let's get started. This is one of the easiest layouts that you can use to create a card with pattern paper. So I'm going to show you the stamp set we're going to be using as well as the paper. It's the Delightful Wishes stamp set, which has two-step stamping. So it's got some solid images and some detailed ones, but we're just really going to use the words today, because the paper is what really makes this layout shine. This paper is called Floral Delight, and you can see the beautiful colors in here. We have some Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lolly, we have Old Olive, and we also have Peach Pie. And when you turn them over, you have all kinds of great details and some patterns as well. So we are going to use this guy right here. I've already cut my designer paper down, and you can get all of the measurements over on my blog at designwithjo.ca, and you can also get that link down in the description here. So while you're at it, why don't you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss another video. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some of our Tombow glue, and we're just going to glue that down onto a piece of basic white. And it has a little bit of a ridge or a mat around the outside edge. So you want to try and get it so that it's about the same distance from the sides. Mine is just a little bit off, so I'm just going to move that. And that's one of the benefits of using a liquid glue, is that you do have time just to move it around. So we've created our main piece. Now you note that this particular piece almost looks like it wants to go this way so that the flowers are growing up. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a piece of peach pie, because there is peach in here as well. And we're going to take that piece of peach pie, and we have already folded it into our card base, and we're just going to place this one on top. So we're going to use our liquid glue again. We're going to stick that down. You want to leave a little bit of your peach pie over here showing, and it wants to be nice and straight. Now, if you happen to have cut this just a little bit off, then, and that mine is actually pretty good, you might need to just take a pair of scissors and make that nice and flush, but we're doing okay. So for our words, I've picked out Lots of Love, and I have a little piece of basic white here, and then a piece of Old Olive, which is the green that's in this particular paper. We are going to use our peach pie stamp pad, and I've already put the words onto my block, and we're just going to ink that up, and we're going to stamp it hopefully right in the middle. Here we go. Now, I stamped that one a little bit too hard, so I'm going to turn that over and see if I can't get a little bit better impression. So I'm not going to stamp it quite as hard this time. Don't put as much pressure down, and that is a little bit better. I'll show you the other side just so you can see the difference. You see how that one's sort of fat? This one here has a little bit more detail. Now, because there's cutting here, so it was cut on my paper trimmer, can you see that tiny little ridge right there? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my bone folder, and I'm going to just even that ridge out, and it just gets rid of it. It just gives you a nicer finish. So there we go. I'm going to take a little bit of liquid glue again. We're going to put that on top of that little piece of Old Olive. Again, you're looking for the same amount of space all the way around your white, so it's matted perfectly. And then we're going to use some dimensionals, just 2 of them on the back here. And these are great just to add a little bit of interest, a little bit of pop to your cards. Take those off. And you're going to place that up here. And then try and get that nice and straight as well. We're done the outside, but we do want to finish the inside. So I have a piece of basic white. I'm going to glue that down. And I usually just put a little bit of liquid glue. Place that down so it's nice and centered as well. And then I also have here the little cut-off piece. So when I cut this piece to be 5.5, there was one piece left here. And so I'm just going to glue that down on top of a piece of Old Olive. And I could glue the opposite side, but I'm going to keep going with my same pattern. Place that down right in the middle, and we're going to add that to the bottom of our inside. And then it's just going to add a little bit of detail to the inside, just some interest. So it really just brings the outside in. So there's your card. Now let me show you the envelope. Here's the envelope to coordinate. And I have a Joe Tips video on how you can make an envelope to go along with your card. Now I have another version of this card done in Old Olive. So you decide which one you like the best. Thanks very much for joining me today. I hope you had a great time and I hope you're going to use this layout. This is a great one for beginners, or if you're a seasoned stamper, to get back into things. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another video. Thanks very much. Have a great paper crafting day.